Behind me is a 53 square meter extension we're doing here in Silverstream. Coming up in this video, we'll show you a time lapse of the subfloor going down. We'll do a breakdown of the extension's floor plan, and stick around to the end of the video where we'll talk about standing frames. So I met the client here a couple of months ago. They were referred to us and he already had consent in place. Where we're standing here, there used to be a carport, there used to be a little lean-to here. When we got here, the Skyline garage had been built. They needed to move a bunch of stuff from the areas we were demolishing to the new garage and clear a lot of this area. Our client did that over the Christmas break. We came in, first job of the new year was remove some asbestos. We used a specialist who does a report for us, and they then come in and they clear all the asbestos safely. Then we could carry on with normal demolition. Very quickly the site is cleared. Next thing we do is excavation and getting rid of all of that excess dirt, moving it around, filling up some areas, cutting out some other areas. So once we'd established an acceptable finished ground level, we could then mark out the four corners of the building. We can then use our set out string lines to mark out where all the piles are going. We have to get a digger driver back, and he drilled down into good ground. From memory here is about 2 meters. We then get those holes inspected by the engineer. Once they've passed their inspection, we can put piles in the holes, we brace up the piles, we fill the holes with concrete. Now we're ready to start being builders. Over Christmas we also got this measured up and in the system so that we knew when we came here in January and we ripped this down, the opening would be ready to slot a new door straight into. Let's take a look at the floor plan. The internal hallway of the old house over there will come to the new extension. On the lower level over here we have a hallway on the right and a laundry on the left. Come up one step to the new floor level and we have a rumpus room, family room, second living room, and then 2 bedrooms in the back there. The plan is out here that this will all go out onto a new deck area. So we're turning a 2-bedroom house into a 4-bedroom house, but we're also adding a second living, basically making the most of this great area and this great site and really utilizing the space this client has. Smoker this morning, frames arrived. Even though this is only a 53 square meter job, it's still more cost effective and more efficient for us to use pre-nail frames. So they get made in a factory. Watch that video here if you haven't already, and then they come to site as a pack. One of the first things we do is we establish grid lines around the perimeter of the building, and these become a reference point to make sure that as we stand all of our frames, they are all ending up nice and straight. As well as putting the frames up on this site, we need your help. Bring our subscriber count up. Go ahead, click subscribe. As always, we pick a wall, the longest wall or the tallest wall. The guys have gone for the gable end here at the back, and that will then become your reference point as you work back towards the house. At every step of the way, set out piles, joists and flooring, we're always measuring back to the house, and we're always making sure that what we're building is in relation to the existing building and it's on the area where it should be. For a more in-depth process of frames, watch our framing video here, and next time we're on site we'll have a time lapse of the boys doing the framing start to finish.